here to do a summer solstice week reading for June 21st onward. And I should say happy birthday to my friend Miguel, whose birthday is today. And I'm also thinking of my very dear Grandpa Dennis, who also has a birthday today. And I'm wishing everyone a happy summer solstice. I'm reading from the Aquarian Tarot for a general week reading. Let's see what we got for this week ahead. Well, we start off with the Magician. Well, it's never a bad thing. And it's a nice card for a holiday like the summer solstice as well. We've got the Page of Rods. Lovely. We've got one of my favorite cards. I always think of this as the Virgo's home card, the Nine of Pentacles. I love the peacocks in this one. I love the color scheme as well. Okay. I'm going to do a 6-card spread today. Oh, nice. We got the Star. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Let me double up a little bit here. Wow. Okay. One more. Okay, we just got the Emperor, which is such a nice companion to the Magician. And along with that, we got the Queen of Rods. So I like the feminine energy as well. So starting off, we've got the Emperor. So he is wanting to look after his domain, his kingdom. It's his concern. He's very self-possessed. You can see by the image, by his body language. Higher minded, you can see by the purple. He's going to do what's best for his kingdom. And that may include more than just himself. I like the red and the purple here. And he's got crocuses. So it's a very powerful card, very masculine. And then combined with that, we've got, as I said, the Queen of Rods. So feminine, following her instincts, her passion, her drive to create. She's got a sunflower there, kind of indicating the fire of this sign and this card. Usually this card also shows a little black cat, which I always love. I always think of my cat Winifred. And I think of myself as the business owner when this card comes up. So we love her. And then along with that, we have the Magician. So it looks like we are thinking about our kingdoms this week. What are we creating? What are we desiring that may not yet be here, but is something we've identified our kingdom as needing? And then how can we rebalance our gifts, our magical talents, different elemental aspects? You know, the swords of thought, the cups of spirit or thinking, um, etc. Wands represent that fire, that inspiration. So, thinking about that and kind of mixing this all together as we start the week, taking a look as we hit that balance point that the solstice provides. How are we moving forward? So these are wonderful patrons for this week. Wonderful archetypes. We've got the Page of Rods, so perhaps we will receive some inspiration this week. There seems to be a bit of fire in our chart. And this could be a message that comes in. It could be an inspiration, a passion that reveals itself in some way. But it seems like something maybe that we will take forward and act upon or think about, listen to, write down, consider for later. Put a pin in it, as they say, as the week progresses. So then again, we have another card about the domain. As I said, it always makes me think of my house, like with potted fig trees and, you know, bird feeders and cats and gardens and like all the earthy good things, the nine of coins. And I think it's urging you to think about your domain, your home. What are you filling it with? The nine of coins is it's an abundant card too. So you can see here she's got her grapes, her ripe grapes. She can make wine. She's got a peacock. She's got beautiful clothing and she's got this is a card of like a lot. The good things. What does that mean to you? And keeping that in sight this week. All right. Then we have possibilities, which I think is a good complement to the beginning cards, the Queen and the Magician and the Emperor. Like, what possibilities are just shimmering on the surface with this seven that you're wanting to make real? Making sure they're the right ones. And this could also be backed up by the Page of Rods card, kind of a new idea, a new spark, a new something. And then that would kind of initiate what are we filling our cups with? What's shimmering on the surface that we want to make a reality? So there's this card always represents options that are kind of again shimmering on the surface but haven't become real yet. So what cup will you choose? And then I picked a second one for that position and I got the lovely Knight of Cups. So he really is moving forward with something. It looks like he's picked the right cup. He's got an idea here. So it's cup. So it's like soulful, emotional, some kind of truth maybe that came from within that he's bringing out into the world. And he's going on an adventure to kind of claim it. You could think of this as the Grail. And he's got those verdant red tulips behind him. It's a beautiful card. So it seems like there's a lot of new information in our worlds that we're acting on, and it's like a co-creative kind of reading here that I see. So I love this guy. And I think I'm doing a little bit of myself of this myself this week too. Um, yeah, so the Knight of Cups. So he's going out into the world with this new idea to see how he can make it real. Um, then we have another messenger card, the Page of Swords. So he may either have an invitation, a message, a plan that is helping him to move forward. And along with that, we got the star. So the star, our North Star, is beckoning us. She's guiding us. She's helping us navigate and she's helping us to ground and like position ourselves in the world. We know where we are. We know which way is north. We know where we're heading. We know what the star means for us, and we're being called to kind of follow that star, be in that higher place and moving forward. It seems like our readings kind of say this every week, but I mean, it's gorge. It's gorgeous. So it ends with actually the 10 of coins, bringing something to a completion, a fruition. And again, it's another card of a happy abode. So abode is mentioned a few times also in this reading. And if you're being encouraged to work on creating a happy abode if you don't currently have one or if it's got some issues because it seems to keep coming up as a theme this week. And then in closing, we have the Queen of Cups, our sensitive, watery queen. Her domain is again that of the internal, the soulful, the spiritual. Waters can also be emotions connecting to the consciousness, the collective, intuitive, all of those things. So she is a beautiful combination with the Queen of Wands as well, that instinctual and then emotional. And that's a powerful combination. So we've got a lot of allies in our card spread this week. And a lot of creativity is indicated here. And I love the idea of the abode kind of showing up throughout and then this beautiful star. So it's like feels like a lot of protection as well and support. So I really like the spread. I'm going to just finish with a rose card for the summer solstice. Codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Now that really pulls together. Can you see that? That really pulls together what I was saying about this shimmering on the surface energy that's like forming but isn't quite real yet. Here are the codes to make it real. Here is the drive to work on making it real too, as you move forward with your feeling, your desire to make it real. And then we've got her too. That's lovely. And then you're being led, you're being guided, you're being protected by the star, that higher calling. Um, yeah, there's a lot here. This really wraps up this reading very beautifully. And so, like, again, what does this mean? What does the nine and the 10 of Pentacles mean to you? For me, it always makes me think of like a really cozy home, a Virgo home. I'm a Virgo. Like, what does that mean? What are the ingredients that I need to feel like I'm at home for real? I just spent a weekend with my sweetheart, and yeah, it was a very cozy nine of coins kind of weekend. So, yeah, it's just gorgeous. And then again, seeds, like this can represent seeds as well. Seeds of ideas, seeds of inspiration. So acting on them. And then back to the emperor again, like, what do we want to create? What would be for the best for our kingdom and those who dwell in that kingdom with us? So, wow, yeah, this is a really codes of the seeds. One more time, it says the blueprint is within you. Take the next step. So, a lot of water too, water and fire in this reading. So, a lot to think about for this week ahead. And I hope that it speaks to you and that you have a beautiful week and that you do create something beautiful. And I will be back next Sunday with another reading. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.